It's really glad for me to have you all here. Okay, so this is my first slide. Research is to see what everybody else has seen and to think what nobody else has thought. So I thought this program will go for 1 hour, 9 to 10. So I'll just take this 1 hour for me. Yeah, this take as a lifetime experience. With students, if you are getting there with us, you definitely need to do a research in your bachelor degree. If you are going to university, definitely you all will be in university one day, then masters and PhDs. So that's very, very important in this life. So research is to see what everybody else has seen. So that is what this is what Isaac Newton has done. He has seen. He's not the first person to see that some apple is falling down. So he is the person who has thought this in a different way. So we got Albert Einstein. He's not the person who just found the relative movements, the relative velocity, but he got something else out of box thinking. So when the research come in, we call that as out of box thinking. You might be explaining, you might be presenting your thoughts, views in a different way. That is what we find as research. Okay, so let me go. Yeah, have you ever involved in research? This is the first question someone would ask. Have you ever involved in research? Okay, it's a good question to ask. Okay, let's see. Why should I? Is that the one that I mean? Am I? Have I done something? Let's see. Where will be? Okay, so now I might be thinking. This lady is here on the screen thinking. Should I construct a house or should I buy a house? So this choice is all the way there in most of the developed countries. Individuals never think of constructing their own houses. So then someone, when any, I'm very sure that everyone, we all, if you are constructing a house, you might be thinking, why should I construct a house? Is that for me only? Is that for my family, or is that for my all relatives to come and having some space? So that's a question that would ask me. And where will be? Where I'm going to construct my house? One very important question for someone to ask, where I'm going to construct my house? So then what will be the plan? So what is the plan? What is the architectural view? Okay, so that's very interesting because architecturally something really attractive, really nice that you get a lot. So then how shall I fund? So funding is the most critical issue right now. It will be very expensive for us to think of going for a construction. We were doing construction, keeping 4,000 rupees per square foot last 3-4 years back, 3,000 to 4,000. Now it's going to be almost like 10,000 for square foot for your construction. Just do the calculation when you plan your house. So then when will it be? So when I'm going to, is it the right time now for me to go for the construction? Or is there something different for me? I mean, like, is that something that I have to wait for a couple of months for me to start my construction? These all are there all the way. All the questions would come. So who will involve? Am I going to go with the individual person or am I going to go with the company? So that's the other question that would be asked. Then I would like to just raise this point here. I have the question starting with why, where, what, how, when, and who. So if I want to go for any sort of work in my day-to-day life, if I want to meet a doctor, so who's the best doctor? Where is he? Why should I go to that particular doctor? Oh, what should I, how can I find my availability? That's all that's there. Okay, so that's the same thing that we are doing, even though we are not thinking of, but still we are doing the same. We are going with this particular process, this particular program. This is what we call a research. You are doing a searching, you are searching something, but it's not just one time searching. It could be couple of repetition happening. You are going and searching and searching and searching. That is what we call as research. That is how that we find things. That is how we understand things. Okay, So keeping this in mind, let me move to the next slide. Okay, so for the evening today, I'll be discussing what is a research ethics, type of research and evidences, prioritize research topics, generate research questions, research study, then data analysis and findings. So this is what. So this is the sequence. What is this? Okay, let's start with the first point. What is a research? Okay, so research is something they are coming as a systematic manner, scientific manner you are handling. You are handling your process. You are handling a method or methodology to find out a solution in a scientific manner. That is what we call as a research. See, if I want to start a research, first of all, I must understand what are the research problems with us. What are the research problems? I might be thinking of having a sort of good research problem. In the sense, it should be coming with the feature we call as SMART. SMART, S-M-A-R-T, stand. That's how that you spell SMART. So it should be something specific, should be something measurable, should be something achievable, it should be something realistic, and it should be something time bounded. So this is time bound. This is what we want. This is what we want to look into a research problem. Problem might be something existing with you or with someone known to you, with an institute or a society or a country. So the most important, timely important question we should ask now, what is the best way for us to overcome this financial crisis? So the government is looking for experts to come from abroad, the experts to come and sit with them and make a plan to IMF. That is the research question, the problem, how the other countries resolve this problem, how they have overcome this problem. That is the question, very important timely question for a country. Coming back to us, we might be having a problem. Okay, my storage, my water storage, my water tank is having minimum possibility for me to clean it. You all have in your water tanks. You might, I have that problem. I have the problem of cleaning my tank, water tank storage, because this is at the highest point in my house. So I'm really afraid to get into there. And I'm really afraid to get inside because all these tanks are connected through the pipes. It's a very good question to ask. So then how should I modify my tank bottom to address this problem? If I can find an easy way to clean my tank, remove all the sediment solid at the bottom of the tank, it's a good question to ask. So I had a research team for Stockholm competition. I advised a team from a leading school in the country. They won it in 2014 or 15, and they visited Stockholm convention. They were invited with the teacher. I was so happy to have that student team. They were very much capable. They were very much dedicated. What they have done was they studied how to remove THM, trihalomethane formation, and make it minimum, bring the minimum impact from that to the water consumers. This is a student research. So then someone would ask, is that a problem for a society? Yeah, that's a problem for the whole world. So these school students, A-level students, they work out, they understood what is that problem. So in regards of understanding, identifying the problem, what you can do is you can go and read the research papers. You can talk to the people. So this talking with people, go and read in the papers, these all are part of research to understand the problem. Once you got the research problem very correctly understood, you can make a research question. Okay, what should I do? Then I can make my research hypothesis. Okay, let me go. So I got the research question. I'm looking into that now. Okay, what is a research? So research is not just common sense. Research is something beyond that. So it's not the general understanding, natural understanding, good sense, not factually based, natural judgment. a maturity conclusion. So we had a medicine that we all know came from Kegol area for COVID. So it was something with the is not with factually based sort of process. That is why we could not prove it as a medicine for us for the COVID. So natural judgment was there, but majority conclusion was there. But still, we did not find a research method for that. That is where that we fail. So research has to be systematic, analytical. Then you have to rely on data. So then rooted in facts, is methodical and tested. So that is very important. We should be able to test. So in that regards, we have to have research problem and question, aim and objectives. Okay, let's see. The research strategy start with the identification of research problem. So for my old students, I got students reading PhDs in Sri Lanka and abroad. I got master students in many universities. I got bachelor students in many universities. So these old students, I would tell them and I would ask them, if you want to start a research, first of all, look around yourself, look around your house, around your school, look around your institute. Go and see and talk to the people who are known to you, because then you can make something smart research, because you know the problem, you know the issue, you know all this happening. So someone is making some sound. I think that is Darshani Ishwara. So can you just mute yourself? It's Darshani. Okay, thank you, madam. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So then you have to understand what is research problem. So in order to understand the research problem, see around yourself. See how people are struggling from some particular matter. That is the problem I was facing. But this problem won't be the, that means you won't be the first person to see this problem. This problem was existed there for a long time. So, but the issue here, you might be having some solutions for even that problem, but the solutions are not the feasible solution. That is what you have to understand very correctly. Whatever the solutions given by the previous people, previous scientists, previous whomever got faced this, the society or whomever, that the solution they have given is not the perfect solution. That is what people looking into. That is why people are going for electric cars. That is why people are going for autonomous vehicles, driverless vehicles. Lot of research going in the world, because people want to make it as comfortable as possible while making it as safe as possible. So a lot of research in world coming up, and you are looking for many smart concepts now. So then we have to understand, what is the problem I have in my school? What is the problem I am facing in my life, in my home? Okay. To identify these aims, once I got understood the research problem, so we have to ensure, is that a problem faced by other people? If there's a problem faced by the society, do you still looking for a better solution? That's a good problem for me to go in. To identify these aims and objectives, it is often helpful to write the research question. Research problem is something I had in my home, in my society. Okay, as I said, my water storage tank is a matter for me. It's not a matter only for me. It's a matter for everyone, almost all the people in the country. How can I clean it? Okay, the problem is there. So then question, how should be the question? How should I improve my water storage tank? How should I make sort of easy methodology, easy mechanism to clean my tank bottom? That's the simple thing that I would ask. How should I do it? Okay, now problem was clean in the tank. That's the society that they are facing. Question is, how can I make it happen? How can I improve this? This is the question that you ask. Then once you got the question, your answer will be the aim. Okay, I'll be having a hopper bottom, conical bottom. That is my aim. So in regards of reaching, aim could be a little bit more than that, beyond that. Could be something generalized idea. I'll be having a easy mechanism. I'll be having an easy way, easy shape, or a good shape for me to clean it well. Okay, right. So then objectives are coming. Oh, someone is making a lot of drawings here. I know parents might be keeping child with you. Children are maybe with you. That's really funny. But don't make, because I can't go ahead with this because I can't erase this. Someone having, so meeting will be expired in another 40 minutes. If you got expired, again back connect to the same link. Okay, so it's in only a couple of minutes. I can't go with this presentation in this way. I think one parent, I don't know who is that. So please remove this. You have to erase it. I can't do, I suppose.
Trouble to others also, sir.
Sorry. Actually, someone has
others
drawn this.
also.
Yeah, someone has drawn on top of the screen, just shared by someone. I don't find a way. Is that Kenneth? Someone called Kenneth? I find that one appearing as Kenneth is the one who is making, because I can't just run my presentation. So that will be remaining there.
Doctor, can you off the annotations?
Sorry?
You can off the annotations, no?
Annotations. How should I do it?
Yeah.
Annotation for
Rasika,
okay. I made it disable. I made it.
Can you
disable.
get the host again and do that?
I made it, miss.
Okay.
I disabled it, but I don't know how to remove this. I have to erase it out. So there's no way for me to do this. Let me see. Erasing. Yeah. Okay, I have that. Thank you. Yeah, I have that. I don't find this problem when I work in university students. So no kids coming with them. It's okay, no problem. Thank you. Okay, let's go. So if you got lost the connection, it will be disconnected in another couple of minutes time, because the commercially paid software we are using here. So then you can log in again back with the same link. That will work for you, I think. So
sir, I'm kindly requesting on behalf of Dr. Veragoda, please don't write anything on the screen. This is very important for all of us. So please don't write anything.
Thank you, Rukshani. I don't think that they
Okay,
will be able to do that, because I have removed that annotation one. Yeah, disable.
Okay,
Thank you so much. Yeah. What is the main issue? So research problem refers to an issue, difficulty, or gap in the knowledge that is being addressed in research. What is the main issue to be investigated? So that the next question would ask. Okay, let me go quickly. Why it is important? Why is it important? Then what are the key themes, topics, issues, ideas? So why it is a problem? That's what the very important thing. And if you're looking for a solution, it should not be just yes or no. It should be something beyond. It should be something new product. Yes or no could be a solution in some particular cases, but in generally, we are not just looking for yes or no answer. It's something else, it's something beyond that. So then we have to come up with a sort of new product, new concept. So Albert Einstein said that E is equal mc squared. It's a wonderful sort of proposal, sort of idea, sort of innovation. So that is what we are looking for. So research question. Okay, now we started with the research problem. I think you understand what is research problem. So again, back, it's a problem, it's a difficulty or a knowledge gap we were facing, the society is facing, the school is facing. That's the one. Now I'm looking for the solution as a research question first. Research question refers to a statement that is in the form of a question. Research question should provide a sense of direction and narrow the potential data that will be gathered and analyzed. Okay, the question should be something focused. So again, I would like to take my problem. Problem is cleaning my domestic water storage tank. This is the plastic gel tank. So my question, how can I do it? What could be the best modification? That is the research question. Okay, that's looking into sort of solution. So then from the research question, an aim can be developed. Okay, my question, how should I make the bottom of the tank? What could be the best shape? What could be the best angle? Is that conical shape, but what could be the angle? Because that construction, that the strength has to be there all the way. I can't just go and put up a conical shape because it won't be stable. Then I won't be able to replace it. So these all, then I'm asking something beyond now. What could be the best shape and the supporting arrangement? That's the question. So then question will direct me to a sort of aim, to sort of target, so that I am looking for again. So in all to happen, finally, I'll be looking into a sort of hypothesis. Okay, now getting back to my same example, what should be the best shape for my tank bottom? Just I'm talking about our plastic tank, which you all are having in your household level, at the topmost level point in your house, because then only gravity flow will happen. So then my question would answer me, some aim I'm keeping. So I would go for a conical shape with a strength. So then my sort of arrangements, supporting arrangement. So my hypothesis is a conical shape with 45-degree angle will not accumulate, will not support to accumulate any sediment, any solid, any mud, dirty particle in the bottom of the tank. Oh, I'm giving a sort of idea. Now it's getting me, I'm driving myself to a sort of point, sort of target. This is what. So this photograph is taken very recently by one of the research team from China, which shows us the the surface, telling that the water, crystallized water. So that's the question that they are asking. They are telling, is it that all for you to get evaporated all or vanish all the water had in Mars? So that's the question they were asking. Then they said, no, it's not that all. They had in another 10,000 years back. So that's the hypothesis they might be having. Then they are going, they are sending aircraft, all these experiments and getting images and evidences. Okay, my hypothesis for the simple work here, conical shape bottom with 45-degree angle will solve my problem. Then I'll be going and looking into this, and I am trying to go and test and make it as wrong. So this form, I mean, that regards, I have to have some hypothesis, getting some idea which has these features. It should be a clear hypothesis, should be something specific, should be something testable, and it should be something falsifiable. Capacity for some hypothesis to be proven wrong. I might be trying first time, I may get fail, I might be doing second time. If I make it as a false, if I make it as wrong, then I'll be modifying. Okay, no, I will not go for 45-degree. I'll make it as 60-degree angle, or I will go for 30-degree angle. Again, back I am looking and doing the experiment and testing whether it's working for me. If I try and try and try and try, and finally, that try and try means search. Searching means researching. If I found that there's no way for me to prove it is as wrong, then it could be something possible solution for me. That is the solution. That is something I am just getting, I'm reaching somewhere there. So when you write the hypothesis, make sure that they meet all these criteria. Okay, it should be something falsifiable. Okay, that means you should be able to make it as you should be able to prove it as wrong. Okay. So then we are moving now. We got the hypothesis, we got the research problem, then research question, hypothesis, and aim and objective. Research aim are relatively broad. Research aims focused on project long-term outcome. That is my final target. Research aim can be written in a single sentence or a short paragraph. It won't be a very detailed thing. Research objectives are specific. That's the other way. Objectives are just like, say, I used to tell this example all the way to my students. I want to go to Colombo. Now I am in Kandy. If I want to go to Colombo from Kandy, I may have a way get along the way of Kegol. Or else I can go through Kurunagala, or else I can try some other option. So my aim is to reach the final point. my in between milestones, I want to make sure whether I'm reaching Colombo. If I want to make sure whether I would be able to reach to Colombo, I would have some in between points, milestones that I call as the objectives. Objectives will be the milestone which is placed in between to make sure whether I'll be reaching the final goal. So objectives are set based on the methodology